Hello there. My name is Kelly Ketron, and I am the owner, hand maker, and mastermind of Dapper Geek, a handmade neckwear and accessories company born in Nashville, Tennessee, and now based here in beautiful Frederick, Maryland. I'd like to take a minute to thank all of my friends, family, clients, and especially FedEx for giving me this opportunity to have made it to the top 100 finalists of the 2016 FedEx Small Business Contest. I'm so grateful to be a part of this. It's a real life-changing experience, and I'm very excited. They asked us, the finalists, to create a video that talked about our passion as an individual, our passion as a business owner, and then how those two passions come together to help us form the brand or our companies, in my case, Dapper Geek. So I'll talk a little bit about passions as an individual. So I love camping, exploring, traveling, creating a new path wherever I'm going. Last summer I spent 2 months tent camping and sewing across the United States with my two dogs, one of whom is passed out over there. He's not doing a very good job. He's supposed to be directing this, so my apologies. So I started off here in Frederick, and I drove to Nashville, Grand Canyon, Portland, Seattle, Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, everywhere in between, back to Chicago, and then I came home, and it was a whirlwind, exciting adventure. There were lots of trials and tribulations. It was a lot of fun, but I learned a few things, like you need a very long extension cord to power a sewing machine in the woods. When there's a thunderstorm, your dogs are even more terrified inside of a shaking, rattling tent. And bears. There were a lot of bears. They're cute on TV, but not so cute in real life. Especially when they're right outside your car window and you've had to wake up your dogs to get into the vehicle because there were bears around and it was morning time. So, that being said, that is some of my passions. But I also really love fashion. I've always been a little bit different. I always had my own style, never afraid to wear a loud tie or a shirt. I typically find the ugliest shirt, and that is the one that I want. I do appreciate classic styling and form. I just like to do it my way, which is a little bit different than other people. I have a bit more of a classic but androgynous look, and I really didn't find what I was looking for when I went to stores or looked online. So I decided that I needed to create a brand to fill in that void in the market, and thus was Dapper Geek born. I just have to mention that the actual director of this video is giving me the Wayne's World 1-2. She's not really, but you know, it's fun.
Close enough.
So let's transition now to my passion as a business owner. I love Dapper Geek. I love doing in-house production. I love trying to keep everything as in my studio as possible. There are other small businesses that have helped me along the way. My labels are made by a company in Maine called Lucky Lou. And if I ever need other things, I always lean on other small businesses to help. I just think it's really important. It's something that I am passionate about, and it's really amazing meeting other people who are also passionate about what they do. And so it's very important. In-house production. I also really love having control over my business. Being a one-woman show has its ups and downs. It is hard to do it all on my own. I mean, from the website, social design, or social media, designing ties, picking out fabric, cutting it, sewing it, ironing. There's so much ironing. I never thought that I would iron this much in my life as a previous punk rock kid in the 2000s. So Mohawk Kelly is really surprised about this Kelly. Lots of ironing, and it's a lot of work, but I really love it because it allows me to meet people, communicate with people. When I have my social media, it allows people to see me not only as a business but as a person and the creator. It lets them know that you're not sending an email to a big corporate person, you're sending it to me. I am the person that is going to respond to your message. And I think that's really important. And I really love doing pop-up shows because it allows me to meet people and to let them know, hey, you know, this is something that I'm passionate about. It's something that I'm doing on my own and that I want to do to help you feel good about you. it's great. A lot of people contact me about weddings, obviously, and even just, you know, social events. There's a derby party here in town, and they hired me the past 2 years just to make ties that are based off of each person's individual style. And I think that's so cool that people are confident and trusting in me to help them fulfill that wish that they really want of a tie with an Old Bay spice seasoning can on it. I mean, that's pretty cool. It's something that's just, it's really nice to be able to help people express themselves and to have people trust you, you know, especially to be a part of their big day like a wedding. So, I would like to talk about my favorite slogan that I say about Dapper Geek, that we are the Hawaiian shirt of ties. We are the tie that you want to wear, not a tie that you have to wear. A lot of times we have clients that come up to us at pop-up shows and ask us why we don't use satin or silk. And personally, I think it's a little dated. I think that our clientele wants something a little bit more sustainable, a little bit more earth-friendly, more durable. I mean, you can wash your ties, your cotton ties, in a stream or in your kitchen sink and hang it up to dry. You don't have to go to the dry cleaner. There's not all that waste. Who's got time to go to the dry cleaner every time you get something on your tie? I mean, I do it almost every single day, just a little. I do small batches. I don't want to oversaturate the market, so I make pretty much no more than 6 of each tie. I really want to keep the ties as unique as the wearer, and I think that's very important to me. I don't want a bunch of cookie cutter Dapper Geekers, or whatever they call themselves. I wonder what they do call themselves. I wonder if we have a hashtag, Dapper Geekers. Anyway, who knows? Maybe there is one. But, I lost my train of thought being quirky. So, when I was traveling the country last year, I was able to meet these people and bring my products to the smallest towns I've ever been to in my entire life. I was in a town that had an actual concrete teepee as an espresso shop, and I sold ties there. And you know, you can't afford to give everybody a discount, but sometimes you just have to, because I mean, that smile, it means the world to me when somebody is that excited to have my product in their hands. So that's always something that's another good thing about being a business owner, is that I can make that decision of when I can essentially gift something to somebody. So that's nice. Another great thing about being a small business owner is that I'm able to combine my passions of travel, exploring, meeting people, being social. I think that being a part of a community is huge, especially when you're a hand maker. And it's just really nice to meet other hand makers and talk to people who know what you're going through and know, you know, what's the newest social media app that allows you to tweet and all the other ones at the same time at certain time periods and look at analytics. And it's very nice. It's a very nice community. And being able to take my shop and set it up and sew wherever I want to is really great. It allows me to continue to be personable and to meet people and represent my company. It's one of the most exciting times when I get to do a show and I get to talk to people, and people ask me, do you know how to tie a bow tie? And I go, well, if I don't, I'm in the wrong business. And then I teach them, and they think it's great. And there's a video that's taken, and you know, it's just fun. It's fun to see people their eyes light up when they realize, oh yeah, that bow tie is not that hard to tie. So that's always fun. But I really love what I'm doing, and I would love to be able to do it on a bigger scale. It would be great to be able to go on the road full time, and having a little bit extra money from a contest winning would allow me to spread my product to larger markets, allow me to go to more shows, potentially invest in a brick and mortar eventually along the way. But right now I'm really focused on talking to everybody in every state about my product, and allowing my family to help, and that's another aspect of being a small business owner that I'm really grateful for, is that I have a family that supports me. My parents are either helping me load up the car or come up with a new rack display design, or traveling with me. And hopefully this year that we'll be doing 2 simultaneous shows on the same day in 2 different states. So that's a little nerve-wracking to let them go out on their own, but you know, every kid's got to grow up. So I appreciate you listening to my video. I hope that I've explained myself enough without too many tangents, because I do go off on those. I get a little overexcited sometimes, but you know, I love my job.